Okay, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Arena. Before we go get the third piece of the staff, I have a little something I'd like to try out at the Tavern. Now you may have noticed that at taverns we have the ability to buy drinks. I have absolutely no idea what purpose this serves, but this is actually really funny. No, I don't want a side quest, no thank you. So let's just go and get drunk, buy lots and lots of drinks. Oh hey, we're drunk! I have no idea what being drunk does. But there can certainly be no consequence to just buying lots and lots of drinks. Not enough drinks! More drinks! More drinks! Come on, you did the thing, like, ages ago the last time. There we go.
You were a fool to confront me, and now have paid the ultimate price. Even now, my servants go to fetch your mortal husk. You will serve me well through my years as Emperor. Once I have made you undead, perhaps I will even let you retain some of your memories, so that the price of your failure has meaning to you.
What other RPG lets you literally binge drink to death? Not a whole lot of them, I'd say. Anyhow, there was another thing I wanted to show off also. Now, the Elder Scrolls is kind of well known for being a game where you can commit crimes. For example, you saw me murder somebody in the previous episode. You can also pickpocket the NPCs, but these just get you, like, precious pennies, to be perfectly honest. Or that. That's kind of amusing. You can also break into the NPCs' homes. I don't imagine my pickpocketing will get me through here, so we'll have to bash the door down. Oh, got it on the first go. So when you're trespassing in player homes, you can loot their treasure piles for stuff. Apparently they just leave this stuff lying around. But while you're wandering around people's houses, sometimes random enemies can spawn, and it's not just human enemies either. There can be, like, mummies and wolves and all kinds of weird stuff that makes you wonder what kind of housekeeping lets the wolves and stuff wander around the housing. Anyhow, I'm going to go up and down this flight of stairs randomly for no reason. Why am I doing this, you ask? Because going up and down that flight of stairs causes treasure piles to have this happen. And I'll just take all of it. I have no idea why going up and down the stairs causes treasure piles to just multiply like that, but apparently it does. Must be an oversight in the game engine. Nothing to worry about. La 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 la. Oh, wait.
You have survived the test's most dire. Continue along this path, however, and you will face such things as to make your very heart freeze. I will save you the ordeal, for my servants approach you even now. From your mangled corpse, I will take what is mine!
Jeez, Jägerthorn, did we break into your house or something? Oh, you're gonna have to do a lot better than a couple of orcs to stop me, buddy. Might as well take what they've got on them, too. Did I take all the things? Okay, I took all the things. So yeah, resting in this house can also cause enemies to spawn. But, if you're on a bed, of course, that won't happen, and we kind of need to trigger the next part of the main quest, so let's do that.
I would congratulate you on retrieving the second piece of the Staff of Chaos. But dire portents have I seen. The third piece of the staff lies somewhere in the Elden Grove, ancient home of the elves. The Elden Grove is said to be the birthplace of the sacred first tree, that which gave life to all the forests on the continent of Tamriel. Its location has been a closely guarded secret, so guarded in fact that many believe that even the elves have forgotten its true location. Considering that there are only 3 provinces that hold any of the elfin people, your search should not be too difficult. Find the Elden Grove and recover the third piece of the staff. I wish you well on your quest.
Okay, that's kind of odd. Did the audio glitch out or something? It sounded so much quieter. Oh well, whatever. So, the next piece of the staff is... Whoa, skeleton! See? You can get skeletons in people's houses, and I have no idea why. Anyhow... Oh yeah, I forgot to loot this pile, too. The next part of the next dungeon, for the main quest, rather, is in Valenwood, home of the Wood Elves. So that's fun, we get to go home, finally. As soon as I finish stealing all this stuff. So let's go ahead and go to the city where we will get the next quest. That is in Valenwood, Elden Root. Now, an interesting thing is, you can see that it takes 54 in-game days to get from Skyrim to Valenwood. Apparently this game's plot canonically takes place over a whole decade, which is... Oh, nighttime. That's annoying. We'll have to wait it out. Apparently this game's plot takes place over an entire decade, which is pretty weird because I'm pretty sure you can finish this game in less than that time, like half a decade of in-game time. Am I killing this guy? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. Let's check what time it is. It's midnight. It's gonna take a while. Well, let's hope I don't run into anything. Enemies? Okay, very odd. Fortunately, the enemies despawn if you enter and exit the town. Let's see. Just like 4 more hours and we'll be good. Ah! Hellhound! Hey, I got my MP back. Thanks, Hellhound! And you exploded on yourself. Ah, oh, poor thing. Okay, try again. That's better, thank you. I just realized it's snowing in Valenwood. That's very, very strange. Maybe not that strange. We need to go to the palace in Elden Root. It's right this way. Oh yeah, every palace looks the same. Did I mention that? Every queen also looks the same. See? So the plot this time around is that Valenwood has been threatened by this spider woman person called Selene. So before we can get the location of the Elden Grove, the queen wants us to go and take some object that will let her control Selene or something. I don't know much about it. You can actually fight Selene in Elder Scrolls... Oh, I skipped past that too much. In Elder Scrolls Online, the MMO, you can actually fight Selene, go in her dungeon and kill her, you know. But I don't play MMOs anymore, so I never got to experience that. But it's nice that Elder Scrolls Online has a throwback to this game and actually, like, explains that part of the plot. You don't fight Selene at all in this game, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, you go and take her soul gem or whatever, but you don't actually fight her. That's kind of a drag, don't you think? Anyhow, I guess we'll just cast the barrier and go straight to her. Because I have this dungeon memorized, too. Off we go. Although I probably should have gotten an anti-paralysis spell, because, get ready for the shock of the century, Selene's web is full of spiders. This is gonna be fun, isn't it? Am I going the right way? I am. Of course, it's not just spiders, there's a couple of wolves and stuff too, and for some reason the walls are all, like, stony and stuff. I thought webs were, like... I thought webs were kind of, like, foresty, at the very least. Anyhow, I can deal with the paralysis if it comes up. What I can't deal with is being attacked from behind quite often. And it's a good thing there's no water in here, otherwise... Oh, hey, level up. Otherwise, getting paralyzed and drowning would have also been a threat. I'm just gonna max out strength first, because everyone knows we love strength. What is with the wolves? I don't think I've taken damage. It's probably just the, just my HP going up. Alright, so this is the right place. The thing about this dungeon is... Oh no, I've got to go around a little bit. So, this dungeon is very odd. Oh! Spider. On the first level here, you're supposed to go and fetch a key from around the center area of the dungeon, but you can actually pass wall past it. Or past the locked door, rather. Let's see, we will cast pass wall there. And there's where the locked door is. But we don't have to go and get the key because we have pass wall. It is really kind of odd why they would include pass wall. Because... you know, it just breaks, it actually breaks both dungeons that you're going to see in this video. So, this is the floor I do not have memorized, and therefore I have the map of it. If we just go forward here, we will reach our objective. Oh, it's right up against me, too. Oh, there's not going to be one behind me this time. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's keep it moving. Alright, so here's the door. Gotta make sure there's no enemies there. I'm getting hit, apparently. What the heck? It hit me through the wall? Wow, that is very weird. I've never had enemies... well, I've had enemies hit me through walls sometimes. This door is locked. It's magically held, so you absolutely need the key. Or do you? Well, we will, get enough MP to cast a spell that I made, and we'll find out. So I have... previously, in the Spellmaker, I created a spell to unlock things. Here it is. For 66 MP... we have a 10% chance of unlocking a door. Chance increases plus 10% per 1 levels. So I'm level 9, so I'm getting plus 10% per level. So 90 plus 10 is 100%, so there's no way this should fail. This door, I have no idea why it's vulnerable to open spells, like you'd think it wouldn't be. But it is. So we can just waltz right in and take the gem. The so-called Heart of Selene. Okie dokie. So that was a really short dungeon. You know? Like, I didn't have to go through very much at all. Is this the right hole? It is. Just had to pass wall past... ouch. Am I going the right way? No. I had to turn around and go the other way. So yeah, magic in this game can break some of the dungeons, and it's actually pretty cool that you can. I don't know what this would have looked like if I were playing a physically oriented character. You do have to cast Pass Wall again, and I don't think the enemies are supposed to respawn. But I guess it makes sense if they do. I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck on top of a spider. That can happen too. Okay, it's dead. So apparently all the enemies do respawn, which is kind of unfortunate, but, you know, more experience is nice. I just wish you couldn't get paralyzed. Maybe someday someone will speedrun all of Arena, all dungeons, and not just the, just not that thing they do where they, grab that little piece of paper in the first dungeon over and over again. That'd be interesting to see. Also, it's a good thing I opened up that door with the... what on earth? If I hadn't have opened the door on the second floor with a spell, I would have had to go and get the key. And according to this map, the key is sitting right next to a couple of wraiths. Those are kind of powerful enemies for me at this point. But I also happen to have a magic reflex spell, so I guess I could try using it. Nighttime again? Come on. 7 in the evening. We have to camp for like 12 hours. That means dealing with enemies, too. Oh! Good thing they're so easy to kill. What time is it? Let's see, 10 to 8 hours. I didn't want to deal with whatever enemy just spawned, because going in and out of the town causes it to disappear. Yeah, the day-night cycle is actually kind of an annoying part of the game. There's not really a whole lot of point to it unless you want to steal from the Mages Guild at night or something. But whatever. That is a weird statue, by the way. They are like all over Tamriel. So let's go and give the Heart of Selene to the ruler here. So if you owe me a debt you cannot begin to pay, why don't you give something more than the location of Elden Grove? I guess you can't get too greedy with this kind of stuff. Alright, so with that out of the way, I will take care of some business with the Mages Guild and stores and be right with you for the Elden Grove. Alright, I'm back and I'm ready for the Elden Grove dungeon, so let's go ahead and travel there. Where is it on this map? It's all the way over here. Yet again, you'd think someone would have seen it, since it's just, you know, sitting there, but I suppose the Elden Grove just looks like any old forest. It does look kind of like it'd be inconspicuous. Anyhow, in we go. Now, I kind of like this dungeon for a couple of reasons. Now, you'll notice that there's actually no ceiling and there are trees around, which is a really nice detail. This is supposed to be a forest, after all. So it makes sense that we would be above the ground for the first level of it. There is an underground section, though, and where am I going? Yeah, this place is wide open and it's pretty confusing, too, but we have to head southeast. Because that's where the staircase to the second level is. Those will just go. For this top floor, it's mostly wolves, which we've been dealing with for quite a while now, so it's not hard to hurt them a little. Let's see. I just hope we don't run into a dead end, because this is actually a really annoying maze, but it's nothing too problematic. You cannot pass wall through any of the foliage as far as I know, and we do not have a barrier, so I'd probably better set that up. I got all the potions from that person's house identified, so that's nice. Also, at the Mages Guild, I got a spell that cures paralysis. For any spell that works off a chance of success, such as curing paralysis, if you are like level 9 or higher, you can set the spell in the Spellmaker to have a 10% chance plus a 10% chance for every level to succeed. And since I'm level 9, 10 plus 90 is obviously... It's basic math. This is probably not the direction... I think I'm going in the right direction, actually. Okay. I think that wall texture means we found it! That's good. Ah! What am I getting hit by? Whatever it is, I'm absorbing it. And that was a nice, Hold on, is this the correct direction? Maybe I'm supposed to go over here? Yeah, it's been a while since I did this dungeon, but it looks good so far. Ah! Wow, there's an enemy there, but you can barely see it because, look at it, it matches the fog. That's a ghost, I'd say. Right, okay, so I was going the correct direction. I sure hope you guys like me getting lost. Let's see if the light spell does anything. It helps a little bit. Doesn't help very much, though. Wonder what the point of that little room was. See, I'm playing this first floor without a map. I have the map of the second floor open. Oh, I think that's the wall texture we're really looking for. It, is not. This is a strange... Ah! Ah! What was that? I think that was a wraith. Run away! Let's hope it explodes itself on its own spell. That is the sound of exploding. These enemies are stronger than what I expect. Jeez. You see how wide open the rooms are? It doesn't exactly... Oh. Just ignore the enemy and go through. So now that we're in the underground part, I can finally use my map. Oh, rats. I hear rats, and there they are. It's always rats for the new associates. For this, we just have to go to the northwestern part of the area. And if I head alongside the south part of the dungeon, this should not be difficult. It's a weird-looking wall. Away we go. It should be nothing but rats. I just ran past one. My character must be really quick. There's water here. And there are these little boats that you can get in and out of. While using them would make this go by a little faster, I think I'm just gonna not use them because those boats, I've heard that they are buggy on DOSBox, which is what I'm using, so I think using them would not be a good idea. Of course, I might be forced to, who knows. We could just go swimming, I guess. Let's see, where are we? Trying to cross-reference with the map here. I think I'll just go north a little bit. I wish I could turn levitation... Rat. Wish I could turn the levitation off. Hold on. Ah, I see where we are. We'll have to go for a swim. Which means I have to wait for the levitation to run out. That's better. I guess we can levitate at this point. Oh, Wraith! Wraith! Whoa. I saw him explode on himself. That was mildly amusing. If we just keep heading north, the staff piece will be up there soon. There's gonna be wraiths everywhere, isn't there? Solve who I am by the riddle of the sign. My second is performed by my first, and it is thought a thief by the marks of my whole might be caught. Who am I? Foot steps. You can actually skip that riddle by using pass wall, but we don't need to do that because we know what the riddle is. Now it's time to give these wraiths a little payback and cast the reflect spell. Watch as all these enemies, well, actually I'm absorbing the spells instead of reflecting. But yeah, you can see that you can just sit in front of casters and watch them kill themselves if you cast reflect. Oh, look, another one. Come on, shoot me, I dare ya. Now, the thing is, the game actually checks for the spell absorption before the spell reflect. But still, reflection is pretty cool, huh? Oh, hey, wasn't expecting that. It all goes into strength. And we're off. We just have to get out of the dungeon. And this dungeon does throw a pretty cool twist at you. We'll see what that is. La, 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 la. Am I levitating over the monsters? That'd be pretty cool. Ah, zombie! Wasn't expecting a zombie. Take this! See, now I'm getting powerful. Now I've got Reflect, and I've got Levitate, and I've got all these cool spells that are getting more and more powerful the more levels I gain. It's just getting really cool in here. You just gotta walk all the way back. And... oh, rat. So there's a little twist to this dungeon. You notice that we dropped off a little ledge in order to get into the second level. Well, we can't go back that way. So there's a door here, a secret door, with another riddle. Elvish, Mithril, and Argonian silver crumble I can, but first I improve all created by man. I devour all things, bird, beast, serfs, and kings. Though my pace is even, men curse my speed, wishing I were lazier in their hour of need. I can creep and crawl, or rush, even fly. I am all thou hast, tell me who am I? You are time itself. And we're out. So that was fun. You had to actually answer the riddle to exit the dungeon. Nice change of pace, I'd say. Am I reflecting? I am not reflecting. Let's cast Reflect. La 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 la. All the wraiths have respawned so we can watch them kill themselves. Oh yeah, and since there's no ceiling in this part of the dungeon, the frame rate actually improves because it's not drawing a ceiling. Fun. Well, I'll see everybody for Part 4 of the main quest next time.